Voices of Ndi Anambra, our pride, our voice.
Mrs. Justin Azuka is grieving. That is undeniable. And perhaps in a just world, she should be left to heal in private. But instead, allied forces saw her loss as an opportunity. They whispered to her that her husband's legacy demanded continuation. And they turned her pain into a campaign in the just concluded Onitsha North 1 Constituency by-election. Sympathy votes can feel like justice, continuity, or even honor to a grieving family. But here's the hard question we must ask. When we vote for sympathy, are we empowering democracy or are we simply killing competence? My name is Amaka Ezedebego, and this is Voices of Ndi Anambra podcast, where we dissect issues concerning Anambra State and where we talk how it take the do us, the way it do us. And with me here is none other than Ozii Baba Anieto, founder and convener of Obaji Festival.
Yeah, my pleasure. Yeah, happy to be here.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
All right, quickly back to the issue on ground, the just concluded Onitsha North 1 Constituency by-election, as we witnessed, where people were clamoring to vote Mrs. Azuka, and largely out of sympathy, because of the way the whole thing was painted. And our question is it sympathy over competence? Is this rational at all, or is this not rational?
Okay, let me just first of all sympathize with her.
Yeah.
What happened is a very sad one, and it's something we have all of us. We felt it, and we believe that someone like her should heal, and we wish well for the family. But I think the people that took over that particular campaigning for her, I don't have issue that she came out. I do not have issue that people are saying, okay, since the husband stopped at a particular point, let her continue.
Yeah.
But my biggest problem is that if you want to do such a campaign, you should focus on this particular lady is competent. I want to hear you will be telling me that allow this lady, listen to her, see what she has. Because in between, when you watch her campaign, you will find out that if not for any other thing, she can stand in front of a crowd and make statements, which is a big point. But hammering, the husband is dead, so because the husband is dead, allow her to finish it. I think at that particular point, emotions are taking over, replacing objectivity. People are not just looking at it as, this is somebody that is going to represent us. Is she capable? So they deny the woman for us to see her from the angle of a human, capable, qualified to rule us, but to see her from the angle of sympathy, which I do not subscribe. I think they did a huge justice to that particular lady. Yeah.
Because this is clearly emotional blackmail.
Exactly.
And just like you said, they didn't give us the chance to see her for who she is, to be able to weigh her competence over the other candidates.
Exactly. And what happened after that particular election, it brought about the damages that particular campaign had on her. Because when a particular senator in Anambra State announced that he has taken her as his advisor, people like us will sit down and say, advisor on what? You understand? But at it being they had a campaign of this lady is qualified to be this, they would have given us the opportunity to see that lady. In fact, there was a particular time, I think a week before the election, they called them on the Sunday before the election. They called them for an interview. These are the opportunities for people like her to show us that you are not just voting for the sympathy, you are voting for competence. But they denied us that because whoever advised her not to come out to that particular debate did disjustice to her. So at the end of the day, they just played around the emotions. And like I said later, it is a calculative political game. Because check it out, somebody like me with my exposure, at a particular point, I didn't know that there was a senatorial election happening on that same day. Why? Because these people knew that senatorial election doesn't have the emotional kind of this thing they can play around. So
Exactly.
they saw something they can capitalize on.
Exactly.
Politicians and they threw it out there.
Yeah.
And most people, I will forgive most people, most social media people.
Yeah.
They played into their game, into their script, without even knowing that they were playing into the script. Because it doesn't make sense that you have a Senate and you have House of Assembly and people are talking about the House of Assembly. Make it make sense. So it is a script written by the political jobbers, the political class, through it to the public. Know that this is emotional. And like I said, in that particular script, they plan to achieve something.
Yeah.
And that is whether the woman loses or wins, they will benefit. Because say, for instance, if the woman wins, they will tell people that you see it, that people are so, people understand that this particular person should be there. If the woman loses, they will say, you people are so wicked. You didn't even allow this woman to do this. But we should put sentiments aside and look at things the way they should be.
The sympathy strategies, this proves that the average Nigerian is too emotional.
I think humans are too emotional. Like I said, the people that cooked, sometimes you walk into a trap or you walk into a script and you become a character in a play written by another person.
Without even knowing.
Without knowing. That's where charlatanism comes in.
Yeah.
And sometimes we've seen ourselves listening to trends and we jump into the trends.
Yeah.
We start reacting from the angle we saw. So these people saw how sensitive something like this is. So it is human. Like when you go outside Nigeria and tell somebody that, okay, see, because we are having the comparison that something like this happened in the past and the wife replaced and every other thing.
Yeah.
So they were placing it side by side, good story. And then you look at the condition, what led to the man's death. There are a lot of emotions around that. So I don't think it's a Nigerian thing. It's a part of storytelling. People told the story with the aim to achieve something. And what they want to achieve is not just wicked. Because to them, they know that they are going to put this woman under stress. But they don't care. The end game is what is important to them.
That brings me to ask, do you believe that the sponsors of Mrs. Azuka, the allied forces that rallied behind her, do you believe that they actually really believed in Mrs. Azuka, or, they clearly used her as a sympathy shield?
This election taught me something. I will say that before I will answer this.
Okay.
There is a positive part of it people are not looking at. Because before those people will make that move, they know that the power is going back to the people. They know that the election is becoming transparent, better than it was. So they were capitalizing on the people. They know who will vote. They know people will come out and vote.
Yeah.
And now they want to play into that emotions to drive the people to vote for her. You understand? So it is something we have to see the positive side, because if they thought she wouldn't win by swinging the people, they wouldn't have started what they did. And like I said, to them, there is no lose game there. If the woman wins, then they have proven that these people are wicked and they don't want this particular woman to survive. The woman loses, it will still be that these people are wicked. They did not even want this particular woman to survive. So, head or tail. But at the end of the day, we shouldn't allow all these blackmails to decide what we do.
So, that also brings me to ask, in Nigeria here, when we cast sympathy votes, and peradventure the person wins, can we actually come tomorrow and hold this person accountable? Because the person was voted out of sympathy. There was nothing to weigh competence, and then this person is eventually voted in. Can we come out and hold this person accountable?
I want to answer that from different angles.
Okay.
I think partly the government is failing the people.
Okay.
Why I say that is that the people do not care who goes there, because to them everyone is the same. They've not really see something that will tell them that you really need somebody in that government to do that. They are yet to believe in the people leading them. So to them, anyone can go. That's why you see people sitting down to say, your people have gone, let our people go, without even looking at the competence. They just we want our person inside there. And my friend will say that normally all of us are guilty of that. Your thief have gone, has stolen. I want my own thief to
go
go
as well.
and steal. So it doesn't really matter to them. Government as in politics is about making money. People don't see politics from the angle of service until people understand what politics means. And again, I think even the state government should find a way to open up governance. Why do I say that? Because most people, when you listen to most people talking about the National Assembly, you understand that 90% of the people don't even know what National Assembly is all about. They don't know what they do or anything. They think that just go there and they will start giving you money, or you start constructing roads, which is like impossible. You know, I believe government should open up so that people understand that being something like an assembly member, these are the things the person can do.
That is expected of you.
Yes, because the emotions we saw in the last few weeks were emotions of, let's put the woman there so that she will make money and take care of her family. You know, it's more or less that once she goes there, the family will now be stabilized. You know, we are trying to push, take care of the family by putting them where they will make decisions, which doesn't make sense. If the normal people understand that this is about going to the city, looking at the bills, talking about what is happening in the state, that service most times makes you even poorer. If people understand that, I don't think they will push such a woman at this particular state into something like where she not only will stress her mentally, but will get a lot of people saying certain things they shouldn't say about her.
You know, I also believe that the social media influencers and some of the content creators were largely part of the people that helped push this narrative. And that makes me wonder, you know, are they to blame for creating a market for this? Or do we reward emotional storytelling more than dry policy documents because it's more entertaining?
The world needs entertainment. You can't take it away from the world. So anything that trends, anything that keep them busy. In fact, in the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, during that campaign period, you notice that a lot of people had the opportunity to have a lot of content to share with their circles. So it is like a content mine. So people just jumped into it, taking their sides, you know, to most of the people saying that it is a sport. You know, they saw something and, okay, let it be you, me against. And 99% of them are not even eligible to vote for that particular election. So the outcome of that election will not even affect them. But that is not where I have a big problem about all these scripts. My major problem, and I wrote it, and I'm not apologetic about it, is the politics of the church. I don't know if you capture that, what they turn the altar into, where people are told that if you don't do this,
you're going to die.
We have to start speaking about this. We have to start speaking about this, because all these things not only affected this particular woman, it affected even people going to that church to be there. So you look at the social media influencers, like you asked the question, some of them just played into that script. In fact, they were the people that were played. Because when you get a story like that, the people that sponsored that story will not even spend much. We've seen some movement in Nigeria. Once it's organic, the sponsors, people benefiting from it, will not spend much, because a lot of people will just join it without even knowing what is happening. Because
it's now becoming a trend.
Exactly. And once you're on the other side, you're an enemy. You know, nobody wants to listen to you. You just write a good article about this is what you think you want in a particular candidate, and someone will ask you, where is your sympathy? Where's my sympathy? Can't you just engage me? Tell me why I shouldn't use this person and that. So you see, the social media, they are very hungry for news, and just like appetite, once that one is gone, they will just switch without understanding the effect
of what they are doing. Because I was asking someone who was constantly posting, you know, I was able to engage a couple of persons, and I asked, why should we vote for Mrs. Azuka? They said, oh, don't you have sympathy? Her husband died. I'm like...
And that's emotional blackmail.
That's okay. I mean, it's a very sad story, honestly. You know, very sad story. But aside this, what other reason should we vote for her?
Exactly.
And he couldn't provide any context at all.
Exactly.
He could not provide any context
I
at
saw
all.
it as a missed opportunity because they would have used this
Yes,
opportunity
just
to
like you
show us.
said, they could have used this opportunity to, show the world this woman, show this woman to the
Exactly.
world and what she is capable of.
Exactly.
Her strengths and everything. But they played it down by using emotional
If not
blackmail.
for wickedness, there are a lot of ways they can play this. They can tell us a story that this particular woman was a part of the think tank of the husband. So she knows what the husband was doing this and allow the woman to make such bold statements. And people will listen and nod and say that truly this particular person deserves that. But just pushing it like this doesn't, it insults our common sense. Yeah.
Okay. For the political strategist in the back room that is exploiting grief, now a standard chapter in the campaign playbook. Don't you think men who are elected are now endangered?
Right from the days of our fathers, there's a particular word in Igbo that says Ezebuilo.
Okay.
So whenever you want to take any position, you have to sign with your life that you turn to a public enemy. If tomorrow you are made a councillor, before you know what's happening, someone behind will be saying that they gave you 100 million and you embezzle, you just to give to the people.
Yeah.
You won't even know where the story is coming from. So whoever wants to serve the people should also bear in mind that things like this, you are creating. Nobody likes the king until the king is out from that particular throne. People always say, look at this particular guy, he did this, he did that. So once you sign that you want to lead the people, you have to make provision for that. You have to see that.
Let's get personal for a second. So if it was your party's chance to win a crucial seat, would you advise your principal to use this tactic, or would you take the moral high ground and likely lose?
No, I won't take the moral high grounds. It is politics.
Okay.
But what I will do is I'll call all of us to listen to that particular lady, and at that point make a very sincere decision. If we believe she has what it takes, if we believe she can stand the crowd, have the aura, because head or tail, politics is still a popularity contest. Can we dig something from our past? What can we build around it? Because sometimes that thing which we call sympathy is a plus. It's a huge plus. If this is what it will take my party to win, why not? But I will first of all know that what I'm bringing in is something that has the quality to match whatever thing we'll build around it. But I can't just bring somebody in and push the mantra that the husband died and she has to do this. I need to show you this particular person. I need to tell you, like I said earlier, tell you a story of that whatever idea the husband is executing. In fact, that I may even tell you that what led to the death of the husband, that it is linked to an idea of getting the people around and building the community and every other thing. If we can build around this, it is politics, it's tactics, and then we present that to you, but not just for continuity. Because I read one particular article that trended in between, and the sarcasm there got me thinking, because he said that will you now, if you are sick, being operated on and the doctor dies, will you now tell the wife of the doctor to complete the operation because she is the wife of the doctor? If a carpenter is doing a furniture work for you and the carpenter dies, will you give the balance to the wife to complete the job because the husband started it? But head or tail, there is a wife, there is a particular thing that happened that is a huge story. So it is easier to sell such a woman, but we need to see the substance. We need to build.
Just like your example, if the wife of the doctor is also a doctor in this case.
No. Doctors, we have different. Maybe if she is for the kids or maybe a dentist.
No, I'm just saying, for if the wife is exactly, for example, a surgeon, and the wife is also a surgeon who is also working in the same hospital, then now you can sell that and...
the medical thing is so sensitive. Let's bring you back to politics.
Okay.
Politics is wide,
Okay.
And politics is where a husband and a wife may have an idea and be building together. We've seen the stories of Eva in Argentina, where the wife is political. We've watched Game of Cards, where you see a couple being very political. So bringing it to that, first of all, I should test that particular wife to know if she understands what she's is going to. And again, like I said, the message is the key. If our message is just that the husband died and she should complete this, I don't think it is something we can push. It doesn't make sense to somebody that wants to see the progress of the people. You know, what makes sense is that I can tell you that what this particular man is doing, that he has been doing it with the wife. The wife understands the goal. So we want the wife now to execute.
To continue,
You know.
So this is also almost like the stories of, when women started trying to come vie for public service. Most of their campaign strategies were, oh, vote for me, I'm a woman, and meanwhile, what exactly are you bringing to the table? So then it was more of emotional strategies than competence on the table. So I'm happy that now women are picking up. So most women are picking up, and then when a woman is trying to vie for an office, you won't hear such kind of stories again. No, you're hearing what the woman is bringing to the table, which is what we expected from this scenario as well. What is this woman bringing to the table? I'm not just my her husband. Exactly. And this is also making me wonder, just like I asked, are men now an endangered species?
No, I don't think. In fact, I enjoy it when women, because we have moved from the angle of women saying vote for us because we are women, to see what I can do.
Exactly.
Because and that is why I am pained about what they did with Mrs. Azuka. Mrs. Azuka would have come out to tell us, this is what I want to do if elected. But if you look at the other person, the Mimi Ibazu that contested, she wasn't saying vote for me because I'm a woman. She was able to say, I did this even before, when I wasn't even thinking about this, and see what, if I would go there. There was a particular video that was circulated. She said, if they want us to speak, I will speak English. If they want us to this, I will say, the guys are my friend. This is where people come to question, because when you drop something like that, people will now go back to know if the things you are saying they are true. You understand? So, and when you look at Anambra State, you've seen that women have done so well in politics in Anambra State. Looking at Ndi Anambra, who was a House of a rep member for a very long time. Even Stella Odua. We had Joy Emodi in the past. We had a lot of women. And I don't see a Joy Emodi coming out for campaign and say, vote for me because I'm a woman, or Linda saying vote for me because I'm a woman. I think the narrative is changing. It's just that the people, the script writers, brought back something like that now. So men are not endangered.
All right. So would you say Mrs. Azuka lost? Or would you say that Ndi Anambra lost? Or would you say that the allied forces, or the some of the political elites that were strategically scripting this whole thing, who would you say actually lost in this election?
The people that lost the election are the script writers, the political jobbers, the wicked souls. Even the sin of that priest, I push it on them, because they created that scenario for everyone to play into. It is wicked, very, very wicked. But Mrs. Azuka, on the other hand, she gained a whole lot. I wrote it, I make it public, because someone like her can turn to be a role model for women. This particular exercise, no matter how small you think it is, it generated a lot of conversation. She can step in to start a pet project, maybe about women, maybe about widows, maybe about young girls.
Exactly.
There is a very huge opportunity for her. And I seriously think that politics will limit it at this particular stage, because now she's a woman that has a story. She's seen people's sympathy and a whole lot of things. She have met,
and the attention is also on her at this point.
If well managed, she can start an NGO, float something that will benefit the community. And maybe if she is really interested in politics, when next she will step into politics, she can always point at this and say, see what I've been doing.
Exactly.
And if you vote for me, I will do more. And this is the impact on society.
Looking ahead, is this the future of elections? A contest of who has the most strategic story rather than the best ideas? And if so, is democracy itself dying on a wave of manufactured sympathy?
Yeah, we'll keep playing the tricks. We are humans.
Yeah.
And survival is the name
The
of the
end game.
game. The name of the game is survival.
Okay.
So I always believe that my own truth is that politics as you see it today is losing its ground.
Okay. Why would you say so?
Yeah, the politics we are playing today is still the traditional politics. But we have seen some individuals having platforms that are so strong, building it on social media, building a strong brand. So I am seeing that particular scenario, the digitalization of everything, shifting to people now. Like, take for instance, the second person, Mimi Azikiwe.
Yeah.
When she was talking about what she did, she was able to go back years back to dig out what she did.
Yeah.
Some years back, we don't have such. It will be just the word of the mouth.
Yeah.
Digitalization is shaping a whole lot of things. And I believe that one day we may have a governor of Facebook, a president of Twitter, and these people will have that particular strength. We know about Very Dark Man.
Yeah.
He can just one morning wake up, go to anywhere, and turn to be a quick. So I believe politics as we have it now will be changing, but head or tail, humans are like funny creatures.
Yeah.
I know of I don't know the name of that particular creature that always play death for the priest to come.
Okay.
They will play death, the priest will come and they will attack the priest and do this. So that's human. Human will always look for strategy to take over whatever. So whenever there is it's something that demands people lobbying, talking to people, getting people to vote for them. Expect humans to always whip in the sympathy, because sympathy is so strong. When you listen to a sympathetic story, you find yourself moved.
Yeah.
It will make you to forget that part of you that is logical.
Yeah, but then since it's a public service and because if we continue like this, are we actually encouraging this in the public service seats? Because this is all about leadership and all. Just like you said, sympathy will always be a card that is being played. So but then is this should it continue being a thing, or would it escalate in the future?
In every question there is idealism and realism.
Yeah.
The ideal position is that we shouldn't continue with this. But the only thing we can do is advocating for it not to continue.
Yeah.
But in reality, humans will always be humans. And being humans is not playing, as in finding anything that will give you the advantage. It's just about winning. To us, the winner takes it all.
Yeah.
So it's all about winning. Yeah. Even in the normal soccer, you will see somebody, they won't even kick him. He will fly and, roll. He's human. So that's politics.
All right, Ozii Baba Anieto, it was such a wonderful discussion.
My pleasure
with you this morning. And me personally, I've also learned a lot.
I learned a lot from you also.
This discussion. All right, Ndi Anambra. So, is it all about sympathy or is it about competence? Let's put that in the comment section. And if you can't put that in the comment section, within yourself, tell yourself the real answer, and let's use that to make decisions based on future elections, both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. Thank you so much. Once again, my name is Amaka Ezedebego. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this. And also follow us across all our social media platforms. Thank you so much. Bye.